business. Couple of pheasants in the yard. Hello and welcome to my daily blog of life on the beef and arable farm here in South Yorkshire. Just opening the gates and getting the car parked up, and then we're going to get the cattle fed, bedded down, all that business. And just me and my dad today. That sky's nice, isn't it? Hey? Lovely. So those guys have ate the hay that I put there last night. If you remember, you watched yesterday's video, I was forking that up. All gone. Oh my, again, it's like second gym workout of the year. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to bang on about using one of these because it's still a lot of people bed out with these and feed the cattle. So, you know, good enough for them. It's good enough for me. Right, we'll get on something a bit mechanical now. And for me this morning, it's the 6130 with the T-Gull Tomahawk on the back. My dad will be going round with a TM, feeding out that meal. If I get a chance today, I'll have a look at trying to set up an AB line down. Well, I'll have a look at trying to set in an AB line, and we'll see if it works. I'll maybe not say where I'm going to do it, but yeah, we'll get the tractor steering itself. So I've just got the straw blower going. I'm just pressing the button there that lights up and tells me that the floor is moving. There's also a little thing that spins around there. And then it's just a case of me moving this spout around to evenly distribute the straw around the yards. Yeah, if I was doing this with a fork, well, yeah, we'd need a hell of a workforce here. We just wouldn't be able to get through it. Does a good job as well. Puts it down evenly and in like thin layers rather than putting it in thick slabs. So we do use less straw using this machine. Just blowing some straw into our grazing cattle. Then we'll have to have a check in this next pen and see if that poorly one is any better. I said he'd not noticed anything, so fingers crossed. There's nothing stood at the back on its own. Everyone's happy. Well, it's looking that way. Maybe can't see through all the straw, but we've got everybody eating at the front, eating hay. Nobody stood. Nobody. No cattle stood at the back of the pen. Well, that's what I like to see. In the cattle, when they're ill early, it's like just the main thing. You just got to be checking your cattle all the time. We're not using the antibiotics that we once were able to use. As farmers, like, you can still get some prescribed from a vet, but like literally need a vet visit to prescribe them. And the amount of injections that we actually have to give here for ill animals is quite low because they're all older. They're not like young calves where you get your higher rates of mortality. So yeah, we're quite lucky in that respect, I suppose, that we don't have to deal with sick animals too often. Just we have to pay high prices for them because people have dealt with them before us, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, I'm glad that one's got better. But we'll just still keep his eye on it because it could still go backwards again. So we'll just keep his eye on it. I've got the axe weapon here today. I've left my Milwaukee at home. I washed my trousers last night. I think I've left it on the side. This is nowhere near as good as a Milwaukee. In fact, it's absolutely terrible. Horrible to hold. I need to sharpen the blade. And yeah, if you think that looks cool and looks a good tool, it's not. My dad's feeding out behind me with the MX bucket. It's a good job I looked because we might have gone straight through him when I reversed. There he is, out and about on the TM. We'll have to open gates for each other in a minute. So my dad's just feeding out now on the TM while I open the gates for him. And then in a minute I will come in with the straw. Just run out of meal with just one pen to go, so we'll get a mix on and then we'll finish off the storing in a bit. Just happens like that sometimes. Just gotta get on with it. I'll jump on the 9 metre now to give me dad a little bit more space to do this mix, and also I'll put some bales out, so I've got to wait for him anyway. So will she start this morning? It's fairly warm, so I'd expect it to anyway. Yep, we're there. Yeah, boy. So we spent a lot of time cleaning this, but I don't know if you can see, it's already got like a dusty haze on it from this morning. I think it's from this morning. I mean, these are bits that I've missed, but them guys need a bale of hay. Sort them out. Yeah, just miss bits, don't you? There's that many like nuts and crannies that you can't see when it's wet, and you miss it. Need to have like a 2-day job at cleaning these. Dad's going in now, putting a straw in with the spreader bale on the front. Getting these guys all nice and clean. I'm back on the 6.9 now. I nearly said 7.5. Oh, I missed that tractor. Yeah, back on the 6.9. This is nice and clean. And I'm going to tip this mix off. There we go. It's all coming out. Tip it into a big pile. Just the way that the farm's set out, it doesn't really work for driving around with a mixer at the minute, unfortunately. Although that would be the dream eventually. Just things are on different levels and troughs aren't the right size and all sorts of it. It needs an investment to make it happen. I was quite happy to carry on driving the forklift the way it does, feeding around, but I think if we told him to get on here and feed around with a mix, I don't think it'd happen. So yeah, there's all sorts of different little factors that play into it, but this is the way we do it. So the last bucket's going in now. Just a bit more strawing to do. I thought I'd do a bit of droning, but I've come out here and it's a bit windy. We'll see how it goes anyway, but you might have a few drone shots next, you might not. So here we go, let's get started. I've left the drone go up in the air, waving there, look, hello everybody. Sending it up over the top of the house. And now we're going over the lorry and over the outside pen in a minute. You see the cows outside. A few birds just flying off into the sky. We'll have a blast around this straw stack, see what we can see. Digger for a second. Anyway, we're coming back across. We've got the mixer down there. Oh, we've now on the 9 metre. We're just gonna go and get a bale ready for the mix. So we'll head down to the straw stack, I think, and see if we can get some bales down. I wonder if we'll need to go 9i or if we just got to get the bottom bales just on his way down one of the aisles here. So I might just put a bit of music on in a minute, and then you're not got to listen to my voice narrating all this. But what are we doing now? Oh, we're going down here. It feels like we're going fast when we're in the JCB, but when you're looking from above like this, it looks fairly steady, to be honest. Like, come on, Joe, get your foot down. Ah, we're here. Right, so looks like we're going to go right to the top now and get those top ones off. You can see that we've had a bit of weathering on those top bales, probably a quarter way down. The bale, we've got some really messy straw, so it's just adding weight to the bales. And now we're going in with the MX grab. We're just going to squeeze them in a second. That's it. Tines in. Right, now nice and steady. Easy does it. Easy does it. That's it. That's it. We feel safe when we can start pulling the boom in like that. Get all the weight down as close to the floor as we can, just to be on the safe side. So we'll get it turned round and we'll head back up the yard, and basically we've got to put this down and then cut the bands. We need to get a mix going, so let's get on it. Cue long shot of me driving up one of the aisles. It looked really cool when the sun was out and there's a massive shadow behind me, but by the time I'd moved the drone over around to here, the shadow had gone, so it doesn't look as cool as I expected it to. But hey, there it is. it's just about to leave a shot. Can I keep talking in time? Who knows? Here, I'm back, and I've got to cut the bands on this bale. Put the controller up there, hopefully it stays there. Fingers crossed, eh? So cutting them with a Milwaukee knife there. Boom. Straw explosion. Right, so now I've got to pull all the bands out. Let me just reiterate that. All the bands need to be pulled out. Hopefully I'm doing that now. Hopefully I don't forget the controller as well. Must not have forgot the controller because I've moved the drone somewhere else now, just over the top of the mixer. Let's get this all fired up and started. So you can see we've got 2 spirals in there, and when we drop the stuff in, it just mixes it, like cuts it all up. You know, it's a mixer wagon, it's sharp blades. You really would not want to get in there at all. You would not have a good time, as you will see when this bale drops in now. Ready, 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 ready. Boom, there it goes. I think, yep, we're in. You see, it's no stopping it. It's smashing that to absolute pieces. And then I've got half a bale of straw to put in as well. So we'll get that blasted in. TM looks pretty cool from above, like the way it bends in the middle. Quite like that. Here we go, here we go. So the straw's going to go in now. Probably don't take quite as much smashing up with the square bales as the round ones. Oh, what have I done here? Oh, yeah, I'd not pulled the band out. So I better get that sorted. Otherwise, it could just wrap round the bearings in the mixer, make a real mess. That band is fairly strong stuff, and it's a nightmare to try and cut off things. You can see there, literally within seconds, it's all in pieces and getting destroyed. So we like to let it mix for a little bit, just to cut some of the long fibres down, make them a bit shorter. It's better for the cattle if it's all shorter. It means that they can't sort out the straw from the good stuff, like the barley. Because they will. They're pretty intelligent animals, and they'll push all the straw to the side, which, you know, is like lettuce to them, and eat all the good bits. But we want them to be eating the straw as well, to be part of the balanced diet. So we're doing we're chopping it down to make it more palatable for them. And also, like, the molasses and stuff will stick to the small pieces of straw, so it all will taste the same to them, which they like. Right, now I'm just putting the silage cutter on. So just popping the pipes on, and I'd also, if you noticed, spun the weigh clock round, because I want to be weighing stuff in from the other side, really. And that's about it. A few more things needed putting in, but job done. So I've got that premix finished now. Hopefully I've managed to cut down the drone footage so that it's a nice watchable amount of time for people. If it was too long, make sure you let me know in the comments. If it's too short, let me know in the comments, because it could have been like really long. Now I'm just gonna chop a bit of wood up. I need some sticks, as Mick would call it, or kindling. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Then I'm gonna have my Sunday dinner, which would be roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, all vegetables and stuff. My mum does a really good job of it. It's beautiful. Ready for this massive pile of wood that I've just done. Huge! Time it's took me to do them. It's cheaper to go up to the garage and just buy a bag of kindling, but I quite enjoy doing it. It's quite, I don't know, something about chopping wood. It's like relaxing. You're just thinking about chopping wood, and that's it. Like thinking about not chopping your fingers off and thumbs and legs and stuff. But no, yeah, we probably ought to get like a little processor or something, like only really small, like an electric one or something, just to make that job a bit easier. But as I said, I do quite like using axe, so probably won't. Right, I'm back out after my dinner anyway, feeling very full, and I've just got to get some straw around, ready for Andy in the morning. Make Monday mornings a little bit easier if I get stuff set up today. So nice to be not getting the one bales from right up at the top, just going 6 iron getting these down. We'll ride these round to the other side. It's lovely to see. Look at this boom, it's so clean. Normally it's just like white, it's great. I'm thinking, guys, I'm not wanting to make this into a massive long video. I mean, I had a half-an-hour video yesterday and it's a long time that I'm taking out of people's day. So I thought, right, we'll try and make this one a little bit shorter. And you never know, if I do something interesting this afternoon, I will post it up again. But for now, I think I'm just going to end it here. We've had a brilliant morning and a brilliant start to the afternoon, so I've liked it. I hope you have. If you have, remember to press the like button, subscribe if you've not already, and yeah, give me some feedback on the drone footage. Would you like it like that, narrated, or would you rather just sit back, relax and listen to some music and see some tractors moving about in the field or around the yard or whatever? Let me know. Yeah, thanks guys, you're fantastic. I really appreciate you watching, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.